ducks that
we're on
have
the
this really
Kilimanjaro
large
safari
black and white bird
ride.
hanging out in the water on the right-hand side. Now that is a saddle-billed stork.
Look, they go to
Saddle-billed stork usually stand up to 5 feet tall and have wingspans that can grow up to 9 feet wide. The cool thing about those stork is that they don't have any vocal cords, so they can't vocalize at all. Instead, they'll communicate by rattling their beaks at each other. Oh, and if you guys look right across the water on your left, you'll see one of our black rhinos laying against that wall there. Black rhinos usually weigh about 3,000 pounds. And they can charge at speeds of up to 35 miles per hour. Oh, unfortunately, due to poaching, there's only about 5,000 left in the world. And they're poached for their horns, which some think serve a medicinal purpose, but they're actually just made out of keratin. That's the same thing that your fingernails are made out of, so it's nothing too special there. Now, looks like we have one more of our saddle-billed storks over on the left. A lot of animals that live here in the forest really rely on the environment to help protect them from natural predators. That's why it's really important that we take care of the forest. One thing that you can do in your everyday life to help the forest is just to watch your usage of paper. Try not to use more than you need and try to recycle it whenever possible.
We're on the Kilimanjaro safari ride.
We're going to be driving by the Safi River here, and you guys are going to want to keep your eyes on the water, see if you can spot any hippos. I think I did see one just a little bit ahead, so keep going. A lot of times it's hard to get a good look at them because they do spend most of their time underwater. I think I did see one on the right there, just below the surface. Oh, and then we have a few more over on the left-hand side as well. It looks like this is a small group of them sleeping.
Hey, Mr.
Mostly
Bigham.
nocturnal animals. They spend most of their days underneath the water.
Swans.
Helps keep them cool. They usually only come out of the water at night. That's their time to come out and start grazing on the grass. Hippos are herbivores, but they do have these really large teeth that they'll use to fend off any animals that come into their territory. They're very territorial animals. Now, these large gray birds hanging out on the island there to the left, those are the pink-backed pelicans. Pink-backed pelicans get that name because of the pink tint that comes onto their feathers during their mating season. Their wingspans can be up to 9 feet wide. And unlike most other birds, they like to hunt cooperatively. Well, they'll work together, try to capture as many fish as they possibly can. And we're going to be exiting the Safi River. And we're going to be heading into a totally new environment up ahead. Now we're going to be approaching the savanna portion of the reserve up ahead. This is going to be home to some of Africa's most famous animals, so we should see some familiar looking faces out here today. Now up here we get a beautiful view of the reserve out ahead. Right now I'm not seeing too many animals from up here, but we're going to drive down there. Search every corner of the savannah, see who we can find out and about today. Definitely some animals out in the distance, but nothing too close to us right now. That does happen from time to time. Animals that live out here on the savannah are free to roam as they please. So a lot of times they'll migrate to different areas of the savannah as the day goes on or as the weather changes. It's like we've had some gray clouds rolling in, so might have some animals trying to hide, anticipating some weather. We'll keep going forward. I see those zebra off on the right. We'll get a little bit better of a look at them once we circle around. So I'll hold off on talking about them. Oh, now over here on the left-hand side,
Oh, there you
we
go.
have African wild dogs. Looks like they were walking around. There's a few sleeping in the den as well.
Oh, he done laid down.
African wild dogs are sometimes called the painted dogs. They are very cute. Each one of them has a unique coat pattern. That's how they tell each other apart. Now, they hang out in packs of about 5 to 15 dogs, and they are a true family unit. If one of those dogs gets sick or injured, the rest of them will work together, nurse them back to health. Over on the left, let's see those large antelope there. Those are the sable antelope. They like to use their large horns of theirs to spar with one another. Sometimes we'll find them knocking into each other.
Hi,
Over on the
zebra.
left, we have one of our Hartman's mountain zebras. Each of those zebras has a unique stripe pattern. Kind of think about them like fingerprints. Oh, we do get a great look at our little baby zebra over on the right-hand side. He's about, I want to say 5 weeks old right now, so he's just a little baby.
Oh.
Zebras are born, they're actually born with their legs at full length, so he's not going to get too much taller at this point. He's just got to fill out the torso area of his body.
He's 5 weeks old.
Here on the reserve, we have Hartman's mountain zebras.
5 weeks.
One thing that makes them different from others is that they have this skin fold that hangs down from their neck. It's called a dewlap. That dewlap improves their blood circulation, helps keep them cool out here in the warm sun. Looks like we can see some more animals out on the right.
We're gonna see this one.
So the first animal we see here is over on the right. It's this cattle here with those huge horns. That's the Collie cattle. Those horns can grow to be up to 6 feet long from end to end. They look really heavy, but they are somewhat light. Looks like out on the right in the distance we have some wildebeest. And then we have those little brown antelopes. They kind of look like little s'mores. Those are the springbok. Springbok are super athletic little animals. They're one of the fastest land animals in the world. They can run up to 55 miles per hour. They could also jump up 6 feet high into the air.
That's faster than the
So they could jump straight up into this truck if they really wanted to. Oh, and we have some Maasai giraffe. We got a little bit of a better look on the left as well.
There goes some giraffes.
Here on the reserve we have Maasai giraffe. You can tell them apart from others because of their irregular coat pattern.
Look how tall they are.
Adults are usually about 18 to 20 feet tall, and that makes them the tallest land animals in the world. They tend to spend most of their days eating. Looks like we can find a few more of our younger ones over on the right-hand side there. They can eat for up to 20 hours each day, and they usually only sleep for about 30 minutes per day.
Wow.
Oh, and we're going to be heading into elephant country next. And I think I might be able to see one of our friends already poking out.
It take forever to get to their stomach as long as they naked.
Now, first over here on the left, we'll see some mandrill monkeys there.
Look at them. He play on.
And over on the right, you can actually see one of our African elephants kind of poking out of the side there. Mandrills are the largest species of monkeys in the world. We're going to try to see if we can maybe get a little bit better of a look at that elephant.
Oh, that's a big elephant. My
We'll see if we
God.
can get a good look from up here.
I didn't even see the
A little
elephant.
bit of a hard spot to see right now.
That was a... Did he go? There he is.
Okay, look at him. Oh, here on the reserve we have African elephants. Yeah, we know they're African elephants because of those large ears of theirs. They're much larger than the ears on Asian elephants. Now that one there is likely a male. We're going to guess that because he's on his own. Now once they reach maturity, male elephants tend to go off on their own, whereas female elephants tend to stick with the larger herd. Now we're still in elephant territory, so we'll keep going forward, see if we can't spot a few more up ahead.
Mama thinks she on a roller coaster.
Now unfortunately both mandrills and African elephants are facing some threats of habitat loss. That's because their habitats are often mined for this metallic ore that's found in a lot of small electronic devices like cell phones or tablets. So something that we could all do to help these animals is just to remember to recycle our old cell phones, old tablets, any old electronic devices that you might have laying around the house. Oh, if you look to your left, you can see one of our younger elephants there. Oh, that is, we call her baby Stella, but she's not so much of a baby anymore. She's about 4 to 5 years old. She's more of a juvenile elephant. I'll try to circle around these plants here so we can get a little bit better of a look at our friends up ahead.
Look at there.
Oh, there's a great look at our friend there on our left.
There's an African elephant.
Oh. Oh, elephants are the largest mammals in the world.
I guess they are.
Adults can grow to be up to 13 feet tall. And they can weigh up
We gotta
to
go see
7 tons.
the Lion King.
It's about 14,000 pounds.
Oh, look at the humans. Look at them eat. You see what they eat? You see how they eat?
Oh, no, they're so cute. A lot of times we find them flapping their ears back and forth. They like to do that to cool themselves down.
Boy, at least they got man-made. I mean, they got their own
ways that they like to
fans.
cool themselves down. They'll also throw dirt on themselves or throw water on themselves with their trunks.
Oh, that's water. That's why Mama think we be in the water and being
Now,
cold.
moving forward, we're going to be circling around Flamingo Island here.
That's some chocolate-looking water.
Keep our eyes peeled over to the left-hand
Yeah,
side and look out for these little baby flamingo chicks.
Look at the flamingo.
There are a bunch of little gray hoofballs that are hanging out in there. They are so cute.
Flamingos.
So these are the greater flamingo. As you can see, little babies have little gray feathers. And they start to turn pink as they get older. It usually takes them about 2 years before they fully turn pink. You can actually see some of the larger flamingos in there. They still have some gray feathers on them. We know they're still pretty young.
Oh, they making sound. He put his whole head up under the water. Look at him. Put his whole head under the water.
Looks like the truck up ahead of us is holding, so we'll just be here until we can get clearance to go forward.
Look at there. He said, "Baka." Look like they're enjoying this water. They should be used to seeing animals now. I mean, people.
Wondered if animals come see us. And I'm like, oh, look at the humans.
And come right around.
Look at them eat.
Looks like we're moving forward slowly.
They can sleep for 10 hours a day.
Oh, over up ahead, we can see one of our friends up there. Not sure if anyone on the truck can see him quite yet. It's going to be one of our white rhinos. Once we can get clearance to make this turn here, get a really good look at them. Oh, and we'll also get a look at our little baby white rhino as well. So everyone look on the left-hand side here.
Almost at the white rhino.
White rhinos usually weigh about 4,000 to 5,000 pounds. A few thousand more pounds than that black rhino we saw earlier. Oh, we can see this little baby up here. His name is Ranger.
A white rhino.
He's about 7 months old right now.
And look at
So
there.
cute. Oh, he was born at about 150 pounds. Now he's getting close to 1,000.
Goodness gracious, the story.
Our Ranger's been gaining about 7 to 9 pounds of weight every
He
single
was
day.
born at 150
He's still got
pounds.
quite a bit of ways to go before he's the weight of an adult.
I bet you they will probably be like, she was only 8
A lot of
pounds when
times
she
we
was
find
born.
white rhinos hanging out by these mud pits over here. We call them
I
mud
could
wallows.
smush her.
That's because white rhinos have really sensitive
Look at
skin. So I like to roll around in the mud. It cools them down and it gives them a layer of protection from the sun. Kind of works like sunscreen for them. Oh, if you guys look up on that left-hand side by that first tree there, you'll see one of our cheetahs laying down. A little
Oh.
hard to see from here.
And I always miss
She
the
is one of the
cheetah.
fastest land animals in the world. Oh, they can run up to 70 miles per hour.
I always miss the cheetah. I couldn't see it. I don't know if you guys saw it or not.
Unlike most other big cats, they like to hunt during the day. And I don't see any more. Oh no, there she is.
Where's that? Where? There it is,
While they're
look!
walking, we can get a great
A
look
cheetah.
just how
I
slender
got
their
one.
bodies are.
I finally got a chance to see
It's
one.
one of the factors that helps them run so quickly. Oh,
Look at it. Look, there he go. There he go. Look at her.
amazing look at those animals.
Look, there go another one.
There you go, John. There you looking at him. You said you wonder if they look at him.
Over on the left, we
Said,
have a
nice
forest rock.
for a
It's called
good
Cookie
meal.
Rock.
Food. Food.
Those are popular
Food.
spots for a lot of animals. Oh, the savannah to go hang out on top of. It's a good place to get some sun, but more importantly, it's a good place to look for any prey or predator. Whether the animal is trying to get away or trying to look for some food, it's a good spot to stop by. It looks like up ahead on the right, we'll see a few more of our white rhinos up there. And there's another one in the back as well. And we have those white antelope with those big horns. Those are the scimitar horned oryx. And we have that little brown antelope there by itself. That is our bontebok. Our bontebok is named Sebastian. Bonteboks were hunted close to extinction in the early 20th century. At one point, there were only 17 left in the world. Luckily, a local farmer in Africa was able to take the 17 remaining bontebok in the world and keep them safe on his protected land. Now, 100 years later, there are close to 3,000 bontebok left in the world, so we're very lucky, very happy to have Sebastian
I
out
don't know
here
if I'd
on
be able to
reserve
do
with
this
us.
job. It sounds like it gets boring. Saying the same thing
Over
over and
on the
over
left, you're going to
again.
want to keep our eyes open for any warthogs. Those large holes there, those are warthog burrows. I haven't seen any quite yet.
Then again,
Let's see if we can get a better look once we circle around. Now here we have a few more of our white rhinos. Get a good idea of just how large they are.
they back ends.
White rhinos have really poor eyesight, so they rely mostly on hearing to know their surroundings. That's why you'll see them flipping their ears around every now and then. Now, over the years, there have been several conservation projects that have been started here at Animal Kingdom. One of the most successful was the reintroduction of white rhinos to the wild of Uganda. There hadn't been any wild rhinos there since 1982, and in 2006, they took 2 of our white rhinos from here at Animal Kingdom, sent them over to Uganda, and they were actually able to begin reproducing in the wild out there again. That's one of the amazing success stories of animal conservation projects that started right here at Animal Kingdom. Our last stop out here on the reserve is going to be the Warden's Post. They've been trying to do their part in animal conservation and taking care of some very special little animals here. I'll get a good look with them on the left-hand side. They're climbing on top of the table. Now these little guys are the Nigerian dwarf goats. They look like cute little babies, but they are full-grown adults.
They probably
They
looking
love
at
playing, and they love being social.
say they probably looking like y'all can't even talk like me.
Sense of balance, so it makes them exceptional climbers.
You can tell y'all fake. Y'all not authentic.
Now we're almost back to the village. Oh, it's almost our time to part ways, but first I just want to say thank you guys for coming out on the reserve with me today. It's always fun to drive around, see which animals are out and about. I think we had pretty good luck, got to see a lot of really cool animals. I hope you guys have fun. I hope you learned something new as well. And if there's anything I want you to take away from the safari, it's about the importance of animal conservation. And how we can all make a difference just through our everyday life choices and trying to choose options that are beneficial for our fellow humans, the environment, and the animals that we share this planet with. Now, if you want to see some more animals today, I'd recommend checking out Gorilla Falls. That's about a 15 to 20 minute self-guided walking tour. That's here in Africa. There you can see some silverback gorillas, naked mole rats, okapis, hippos, and you can also see my favorites, the meerkats. They are so cute.
Alright, that what we'll do for our safari ride today, people. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time on our safari ride. Okay.
Now's a good time to take a quick look around.